In December 2024, inside Singapore's Championship Hall, Domaraju Gukesh hoisted the World Chess Trophy as the crowd erupted around him. At just 18, the prodigy from Chennai had claimed the sport's highest crown, standing where only legends have stood before. For India, it was more than a personal triumph. It was a signal flare marking the nation's arrival on chess's grandest stage. You could feel the atmosphere shift as if something bigger had just begun. And as the world watched, one question hung in the air: how far can Gukesh and India go from here? Domaraju Gukesh comes into the world on May 29, 2006, in Chennai, a city nicknamed the chess capital of India. It's the same city that raised V.Anand Anand, the five-time world champion, who put Indian chess on the map. Growing up, Gukesh breathes in the game's culture the way some kids breathe in cricket or Bollywood. By 12 years and 7 months, he becomes a grandmaster, the second youngest in history at that moment. It's the kind of start that makes the chess world sit up and pay attention. From the beginning, Gukesh shows a style that's hard to rattle cold on the surface, calculating deep beneath, never in a rush to force the board. He studies the legends, sure, but he doesn't copy them. Even with Anand as an influence, he's determined to play his own game. His composure under pressure makes him a nightmare for opponents who rely on mind games or time trouble to break you. That calm paired with razor-sharp calculation starts winning him not just matches, but respect. And it sets the stage for a rise that would eventually shake the chess hierarchy to its core. In 2024, Domaraju Gukesh storms through the candidates tournament, dismantling some of the world's most dangerous grandmasters to earn his shot at the world title. The final in Singapore against China's Ding Liren is brutal. 14 games each won, a test of endurance calculation and nerve. When the dust settles, Gukesh edges ahead 7.5 to 6.5, clinching the crown in front of a roaring crowd. That win doesn't just give him the title, it cements him as the youngest undisputed world chess champion in history. It's the kind of debut reign that legends are built on. Just a month later, in January 2025, India's president awards him the Khel Ratna, the nation's highest sporting honor at only 18 years old. For a country with over 1 billion people and a deep love for the game, this is more than recognition. It's a statement that chess now shares space with cricket in the national consciousness. The award boosts his profile even further, making him not just a sports figure, but a cultural icon. And as his reign begins, the chess world watches closely, wondering how this teenager will handle the pressure of defending the throne. His early reign, after all, is just the opening game of a much longer match. In June 2025, at Norway, Chess Gukesh finally takes down Magnus Carlsen in a classical game, something no one had seen him do before. The match ends with Carlsen visibly frustrated, slamming his hand against the table in a rare public flash of temper. For Gukesh, it's not just a win. It's the symbolic moment of beating the man many still consider the greatest of all time. That single victory sends a message across the chess world: the kid can take down anyone, anywhere. It's the kind of result that changes how opponents prepare for you. But he doesn't stop there. In a blistering run, Gukesh completes a hat trick, defeating Carlsen world number 1 Hikaru Nakamura, world number 2, and Arjun Erigaisi, world number 3, all in classical play. No one else in recent memory has pulled off something like that in a single year. It cements his status as more than just a one-time champion. At 19 years old, he's still younger than many of his rivals, but no longer the wide-eyed newcomer. Magnus Carlsen, still the highest-rated player in the world, could return to the title match at any moment, and if he does, it would be a clash of generations. Alireza Firouzja, the French-Iranian prodigy, has the raw firepower to wreck anyone's preparation. Praggnanandhaa, a fellow Indian, knows Gukesh's style inside out, and has already shown he can stand toe-to-toe with the best. Add in Hikaru Nakamura's blitz to classical adaptability, Fabiano Caruana's depth of preparation, and Arjun Erigaisi's relentless tactical creativity, and the battlefield around the champion looks more crowded than ever. It's rare when your most dangerous opponents come from every corner of the chess world, including your own backyard. But rivals aren't the only threat. The weight of the crown itself can crush you. The media attention is relentless, and every loss becomes a headline dissected by millions. National expectations can turn from pride to pressure in a single tournament. At 19, the dangers of burnout overtraining and a life skewed entirely toward chess are very real. Staying at the top will demand more than skill on the board. It will take the discipline to protect his mind, his body, and his love for the game. And that battle, unlike a match against Carlsen or Firuzia, never truly ends. By August 2025, India's chess rise feels less like a surprise and more like an undeniable march upward. At the top of the world, Magnus Carlsen still rules with a classical rating of 2,839, the highest of anyone. Right behind him, American grandmasters Hikaru Nakamura and Fabiano Caruana hold firmly at 2,807 and 2,784, respectively. And then come the Indians. Praggnanandhaa holds the fourth spot with 2,779, while Gukesh Domaraju edges ahead of Arjun Erigaisi at fifth with 2,776. Arjun follows closely. That's not just growing presence, it's India breathing down the neck of the world's best. You can literally feel the shift happening piece by piece. This streak isn't random luck. It's built on decades of culture coaching and a talent factory that's humming at full speed. Chennai's Velamal Network local academies and a culture that treats chess like water are feeding this surge. Kids don't just idolize one big name, they see a whole squad in the top 10 and believe they can be there too. The result is not just ambition, but conviction. There's a whole generation convinced they can top the world. And as that belief solidifies, the next chapters of this story could rewrite everything we thought we knew about chess domination. V.Anand and Anand didn't just win world titles. He turned chess into a national sport in a country obsessed with cricket. As India's first ever world chess champion, he proved an Indian could dominate a sport long led by Russians, Americans, and Europeans. His success sparked a wave of chess schools tournaments and government support that simply didn't exist before. For millions of young players, Anand was proof that talent from Chennai or Mumbai could stand at the very top. He wasn't just a champion, he was the architect of an entire movement. For Gukesh, Anand's influence isn't abstract, it's personal. The former world champion has been both a mentor and a guide, offering technical advice and the kind of psychological insight only a seasoned champion can give. Their public moments together, the veteran's hand on the prodigy's shoulder, have become symbols of one era giving way to the next. This connection gives Gukesh not just skill, but a sense of continuity, with a legacy that runs deep in Indian chess. And in that handover, you can see the story of a nation's past and its possible future playing out across 64 squares. After 2020, chess in India doesn't just grow, it blows up. The pandemic pushes millions online, and platforms like ChessBase, India Lichess, and Chess.com turn into nonstop arenas for every age group. Tournaments stream straight to phones and laptops, creating a 24/7 loop where kids watch, learn, and then instantly try to crush the very strategies they just saw. This digital wave fuses with India's deep study culture, producing players who can chew through thousands of games before breakfast. It's no longer just a pastime, it's woven into daily life. Government and private sponsors see what's happening and double down, pouring money into academies, national leagues, and travel support for young prodigies. The payoff is obvious. Praggnanandhaa, Nihal, Sarin, Arjun Erigaisi, and Vaishali Rameshbabu aren't just Indian stars anymore. They're global names. In just a decade, India has doubled its grandmaster count, smashing past 80 and still climbing. Each new GM title isn't just another line in the record books, It's gasoline poured onto a fire already raging in schools, clubs, and living rooms. And if this wave keeps rolling, the chess world could be staring down a dynasty unlike anything it's ever seen. India is no longer far behind the chess elite. It is steadily moving into their ranks and competing on equal terms. The country's training system spans from grassroots academies to advanced coaching centers that monitor a player's development in detail. Support from both government programs and private sponsors has helped create conditions where talent is identified early and developed consistently. Combined with a generation that plays both traditional over-the-board tournaments and countless online games, Indian players now show a broad range of styles and experience. This approach suggests a deliberate long-term plan rather than a short-lived rise. Gukesh is a central figure in this shift, recognized as the youngest undisputed world champion and a representative of the emerging generation. He blends Anand's calm and disciplined style with modern tools like data-driven preparation, AI-assisted analysis, and strategic flexibility. His career offers young players a visible example of what is achievable within the current system. Whether India can turn these individual successes into lasting dominance will depend on sustaining its training structure and competitive depth. For now, the direction is clear, even if the outcome remains to be seen. There's still a long road and plenty of barriers before India can claim the title of the world's #1 chess superpower. Nations with deep chess traditions, powerful infrastructures, and generations of players who know how to tilt the board in their favor won't give up their dominance easily. Yet India's surge is real, driven by a thriving grassroots movement and smart, targeted investment in talent. Every year, new names rise from its training halls, ready to challenge the old order. And with that momentum building, the tradition might not just be challenged, it might be rewritten.